First and foremost, I'd like to begin this lesson by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rachak, Dash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes to the elect. Alright, this here is Amma One from the Great Millstone camp in Trinidad. You know, hey, the plate page that I'm going to upload on is my old page, my first page, but I gave it a rest because I had strikes on it. So, and you see the next strike, you know, they go delete everything. So I left it for about 2 years. I just leave it because I say, you know what, before they strike it out, let me leave it, open up new pages, and I did videos on them. And I lost those pages, so hey, this page was preserved. Though I was shy. Used to be doing the videos on Prolific too. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna come back on this page. So I come back on this page. So this is my first video I'm putting up here on this page in a while. Alright, so hey, I changed the name too. Name was GMS Trinidad Yashara. The new name now is Praise Yahweh Shai. Alright, GMS Praise Yahweh Shai, our Lord, praise Him. And that is for everything. Alright, not just for every single thing. Praise Yahweh Shai. Alright, so the name of this lesson is. The name of this lesson, right? Oh, shit. The name of this lesson is leave no room for Satan to come in, to enter in. Alright? Because that is all he looks for. He looks for that little crease. That crease. You see that crease? For him to come in and stay. That is what he's looking for. And that is that precept. Matthew 12 and 43. Excuse me. Right? Matthew chapter 12 and verse 43. And it says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he, which is the unclean spirit, walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Alright? Because as the Apostle Elder Taha said, we all, alright, had a spirit on us to make us be going off in whatever transgression we were going off in. We all had one spirit, that spirit on we, to make we do the wickedness that we was doing. Alright? But when it gone out there, that spirit, that unclean spirit, it is look for another host. And when he find no other host, this is what the unclean spirit going and say. Then he said, I will return unto my house from whence I came out. The house that the unclean spirit speaking about is your body. Because Satan's whole goal is to make you defile the temple of the Lord. That is why it says, if any man defile the temple of the Lord, him will the Most High destroy. So his whole goal is to make you defile your house. And how does defile your house? Through sin. Right? And Satan minions, these unclean spirits, that is their goal. To make you sin and make you abominable before your power. So he says, then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And how did, what took him out? What took the unclean spirit out? Because if the unclean spirit come out, that means you're clean, right? Baptism, being submerged in the word. Psalm chapter 119, where is it? Verse 9. It says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way. Right? How to clean your way, how to get rid of unclean spirits? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. Right? That is how you have to clean your way. And once you're constantly in the word, you're always cleansing your ways. Because it's a constant cleansing. You don't clean today and then clean. Every day you had a bathe. Alright? Every single day with physical water it is bathed. Sometimes 2-3 times a day you take a bath. That is the same thing with the word, with the spirit. You cleanse your spirit every day. The inner man is renewed day by day. Alright? Because that is how you stay clean. So you're going back in Matthew chapter 12 and verse 44. It says, Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out, which is your body. So his spirit commune within himself and say, you know what? I ain't getting no other house to go in with. Let me try back that man who I was in. And that trial is the sin that you was caught up in before you took heed to the word of the Lord and got cleansed. Yahushua said in the book of John chapter 15 and verse 3, it says, Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Alright? That is how you get clean. So you hear the word and you believe, and then you start to preach, start to teach. And he started to resist the devil, and he kept fleeing, as it says in the book of James. Let me get that. James 1:7 says, Submit yourselves therefore unto the Most High, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Alright? Draw nigh to the Most High, verse 8, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. So you're cleaning. And you're giving diligence, and you're teaching, and you're preaching, and you're believing, and you're fasting, and you're praying. You're kneeling down, you're facing the east. You're repenting of transgression, and you're constantly working on yourself. But this spirit, seeing that you're doing that, this unclean spirit, this is why you cannot give this spirit, Satan, and these unclean spirits no room to enter in. Because, see what? And when he is come, verse 44, Matthew 12:44, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished, clean. Right? Because you're doing the things pleasing to the Most High. You're operating according to the Spirit. So the Spirit that came back find you clean, pure, right? Holy, right? Striving for the mastery, striving to be perfect. Keeping yourself from idolatry, keeping yourself from wickedness, from adultery, fornication. Right? That is how the spirit, that is how this unclean spirit come and find you. Find your vessel clean, right? It says, Then he goeth and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And they enter in and dwell there. Now how could they enter in if you do not have a little crack or a little room? You had to give those spirits room to enter in and dwell there. This is the man. This is when they dwell there. Now this is 8 spirits because I the spirit that was on here and 7 other spirits like 8 and the coming to you. They're not talking about literal like that. What I mean, you just going you're going to be you're going to have it could be more than 8. It could be a whole host of demons, legion on you. It's like legion, right? It could be a horse. The Lord said it, but you could be going off into the fucking worse. You could go off and into the deep end. But the point is, the spirit that was on you going and get back, going and get more spirits and come on you. So you wanna have a host of demons on you now. And you just see it when these men and them leave the ministry. You just see these men and them have a host of spirits on them, a multitude, right? But the spirit, them unclean spirits cannot come back unless you show them a crease or a crack. You can't give them no crack. That's why you always have to constantly keep working on yourself. It's not one time thing. You work on yourself today and then tomorrow you ain't work. Anytime you lapse, anytime you slip, anytime you get caught slipping, they'll take you like that. And this is what going on with you. They enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. The last state of you going to be worse than it was at the beginning, because now you have a host of demons on you, and there is no way of taking it off because you deny the Lord. You come out. So that is why you have to not give these spirits no room to enter in. This is why you have to be like this precept here, the book Psalms chapter 122, and I read verse 1. It says, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of Yahweh. Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem. Verse 3 says, Jerusalem is builded as a city that is compact together. These are one of my favorite precepts, right? The word compact together come from the Hebrew chaba, and it means to join, to unite, to join, to be coupled, to be in league, to heap up, to have fellowship with, be compact, to pile up. Alright? To join, right? Now, I want to look up the word compact on the Google, on web search, right? Compact, closely and neatly packed together. So packed so close, you see? Composed or made up of, exert force. But if we look at some similarities to the word compact as an adjective, dense, packed close packed, tightly packed, packed so close that there is no space in between it, right? That is how you have to be. That is how we have to be as a body. Closed up, the breaches closed. No space for Satan to come in. It compact together. Thick, tight, firm, solid. The opposite for that is loose. You can't be loose. Loose like goose? No. You gotta be tight. Fitly joint. You scripture say, boy. Like Jerusalem. We'll find that. We're gonna precept. Fitly joint. The fucking what? It should be right here. Right, Ephesians 4:16. It says, from whom the whole body fitly from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, make it increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. Okay? We say fitly joined together and compacted. If you look at some translation comparisons for that. Alright? The NLT says he makes the whole body fit and perfectly. Fit together perfectly. As each part does its own special work. Each part does its own special work. It helps the other parts to grow, so the whole body is healthy and growing full of love. You say knit together, joined, knit together. And when some fit perfectly together, there is no space. It has no room for Satan. Within the body, it has no room for Satan within you. Because if your mind constantly focusing on Jerusalem, the Jerusalem which is above and is free, your mind constantly focused on that, Satan can come in. Alright? You'll fight him off. Okay? This is how you resist the devil. You keep the words of the Lord, meditating on it. The word of the Lord is the repellent for evil. That is the evil repellent. The words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But that is how you have to be. No room for him. Gotta be like that Jerusalem. Jerusalem, build it as a city. That is what? Compact. No room. No space. Because if you give him space, he is going to have a field day. He's going to bring friends. When he brings his friends, they are unremorseful. They will destroy you. Alright? They will eat you alive. And then you're going to be ashamed. The scripture says, lest you walk naked and they see you shame. You're going to be ashamed when that time reach. Okay? You don't want to be ashamed. When Yahweh returns, you have nothing to say. Because you're on folly. Can't be on folly this late in the game. Too late to be on folly. It don't ever have a time to be on folly, but not especially not this late in the game, you know. Gosh, man. Right, right, Revelation 16:15 says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. To keep your garments is to keep this word pure and unadulterated. See any false breakdown and all, that and all is a breach. That and all is a space for Satan to enter in. Because it have a structure and a way this word is to be taught. And if you are teaching false doctrine, that is Satan coming in. You gotta be careful of the things that you teach and all. This is one of the main things. Alright? You can't just teach any old thing. You can do as you please. It's a straight road you walk in, a position of difficulty. But it have a reward at the end. And if you hold on dearly, you will receive a very blessed reward, which is some worth fighting for. But it's not for everybody, not everybody going and see it. Some men will become disenchanted and leave. The Apostle Paul tell you that some men shall depart from this faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So there's nothing you could do for that. But bottom line is, you can't leave room for Satan to enter in. Be like the Jerusalem that is compact together, that is tight, that is pressed together. So tight, nothing could penetrate, nothing could pass through. Joined together to be united. That is the body of the Lord. And also make your mind like that. Because you're building up the body of the Lord. So you have to be a precious stone. What will make you a precious stone? Being sincere, being diligent, being on point, being honest, and honestly believing in Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. That will make you a precious stone. Alright? So that is how you ought to be. Can't give Satan any room. The men will come in this thing and they will do the work and be diligent, and then they give Satan a little crease. When he see that little, remember, all he's looking for is just that little piece of doubt in your mind to come in. That little piece of doubt about something that you heard in the doctrine. That little piece of doubt, and he come in there with them unclean spirits. Then before long, you start to talk all kind of madman thing. Can't give Satan that kind of power. The scripture that I read. Resist the devil, resist him, and you have no choice but to leave. You have no choice but to flee. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Will. Not he might flee or he mightn't flee, but I wonder, right? Don't know that. Just hold on. Resist. The scripture says, whom resist steadfast in the faith. You get that? Ezekiel 5 and 9. Says, whom resist steadfast in the faith. Be sober, be vigilant. 1 Peter 5 and 8. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Tyson, he going all over and trying to eat you up. And if you see that little crease, if you see that little crack, that little piece of doubt, that little piece of unbelief, he'll come like a like a like a runaway train and scoop you up. Before you know it, you don't believe in the word no more. The doctrine is lies and all kind of madness. Right? You'll believe that. That doctrine is lie, but them fellas and them was lying to me, them is cult. Like this. What kind of fucking shit? Because why? You wasn't sober and vigilant. You was on your watch. You had an opening for Satan. You had an opening for unclean spirits to come back. And then go and come back and be peaceful. Because they don't ever want to leave that house anymore. So they say, you know what? I was one and I was weak. I'm going to go and get a company out unclean spirits and come back in your tail. Cast out all our winner. That is what I say. Right? Verse 9 says, whom resist steadfast in the faith. Peter telling you, hey, once you're in this faith, resist the devil. Knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Right? So you have to resist the devil. Right. Be strong against the devil. You coming in this angle, you go on the next angle. You coming in the next angle, you go on the next. You keep ducking them, dodging them. So you don't ever get a chance to hold you. Right? Let me get in. I'll close off with this. Leave is Ephesians 6. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, Ephesians 6:13, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. All of these is things pertaining to the spirit. The gospel of peace is His truth. Your loins girt about with truth, the breastplate of righteousness. He is using, the Apostle Paul is using a physical armor that men used to go to war with back then, and telling you this is how you in the spirit have to dress. Proper defense. Because those armors back then were built for you're going to war, you're defending yourself one time. So that when they come with you would have on a metal armor. When they come with the sword, it ain't go really pierce the metal so easy. Right? And that is the truth. Satan cannot pierce you so easy once you're doing the right thing, right? And having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shall be the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto all with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Okay? So, this is how you ought to be in the Spirit. Dressed like that. That way, Satan have no crease to come in. Because you're in the word of the Most High. You have faith. You study, you're focusing on salvation. You have the gospel of peace. You have the truth, and you're righteous. How the hell is Satan finding a way inside you? Satan's whole goal is darkness. When you're doing that, you're walking in the light. Satan cannot control you. But his deception is to try and make you see the darkness and trust in it. We rebuke the darkness and trust in the light. Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Okay? So, hopefully with that you was edified. Until the next time, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutation goes to the elect. I'll come and stay strong. Hopefully I was edified. Till the next time, Shalom.